It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing again on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pick.
Touchdown, Cardinals! James Conner, 48 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. It's caught, and it's 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit them with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson buying time to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. First down and more for Jackson. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his left. Breaks a tackle, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Anthony Everett picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And this is now a one-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Flush to his right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. 2nd down and goal. Murray escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson flushed out right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Pushing through the contact, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. As they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On play action, it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
What's
Kyler Murray, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Don't go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson out to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 35 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Steps away. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Murray now on first down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now it's Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Jackson steps away to his left. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Isaiah Simmons
In there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Right thing. I don't want to do the right thing.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. On the move to his left. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Too late.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Finding Ertz again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Rolling to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Golden, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Let's block. Block, I'm going to put you on the bench. Block.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now on second and 16, Jackson dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Throwing, Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Sliding out of the pocket. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Jackson to throw.
Come on, Jackson.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Back to throw it, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. It got his man complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.